Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play Final Fantasy XI mit Alwyb. Ich stehe jetzt hier vor dem Acolyte Hostel im Windurst der Vergangenheit und hier geht's weiter. No? Ah, cutscene bed. Oh, roadblock. What are you doing here? Come for the visitor with the boy genius of Windurst, have you? I'm sorry to inform you, but I have a super confidential meeting to attend. No time for idle ching-bagging. What's the meeting about? Well, if I told you it, wouldn't Toru be confidential now, would it? Maybe we should just come along. I love secret meetings. I figure you've earned your place after last time. Come along, then. No drawling. Look, the war warlocks have gathered then in Secretary. You thought we were invited to this meeting? Don't be absurd. A potential wise wizard such as myself must master the art of reconnaissance. And I also had to see what kind of goodies the grown-ups get to eat at these hush-washy get-togethers. It appears everyone is in attendance. I'll cut right to the meat of the matter. Windurst is facing a crisis she has not known since the Federation was first founded. Fort Karugu-Narugo stands as our last line of defense. And that is why I intend to make a request for Zandorian reinforcements. You would grovel before the Royal Knights? These pointy-eared prancabouts have been our mortal enemies for generations. We are now a part of the Allied forces. Zandorians is a nation of proud warriors. Their aid would be invaluable. But it's all the same to me. Master Caster Patna Otna of the Taurine War Warlocks. It will be your duty to make the request for reinforcements to the Royal Knight General. Sir, yes sir. And since I detest sitting around sucking my thumb, I intend to execute my aforementioned strategy. You mean that strategy? The one where you storm Castle Ostroya? Insanely! You would do better rallying the Mithra mercenaries and seeing to the defenses of the city rather than wasting lives on a hopeless assaulter. The Mithra will remain here. I shall be taking only my personal guard. But Warlord, even with your formidable powers. Your concern is touching, but misplaced, Solku al-Solku. Sound Pasipa? I leave command of the city's defense in your hands during my absence. Hahaha, such capable hands they are. So capable you needn't even bother coming back. Master Caster Komolo Domilo of the Sagittarian War Warlocks. Sir? Your duty shall be commanded the defense of Fort Koru-Moru. The Tigress volunteers and the Cobra mercenaries will be dispatched to provide a seizable fighting force. Are you displeased with your assignments? No, sir. If something should befall the enchanted walls, the fortress will become vulnerable. Situate the mercenaries in key locations to repel any sudden assaults. He shall serve as your advisor. You may see more cooperation with a suitable intermediary. These orders are effectively immediately. To your posts. Die sehen mich da nicht stehen. Naja. Oh, this was the most successful reckoner. Well, now. Well, what? I see we have a pair of Snoopy woozy interlopers. I was just practicing my information gather. Silence! There is no place for children. Out with you! What could the warlord possibly be thinking? Does he mean to hog all the glory for himself again? Glory? He'll return to a smoky, ashy wash and ruin if he leaves it to the mercy of the theocracy. This crazy waving to be on the forefront of the action is insufferable. I don't care if he is the warlord. His politics have a fair city crawling with a Mithran mercenary, and he speaks of Sandy Wendy for even more reinforcements from Syria. As if that weren't bad enough, now we have this request for elven reinforcements. Has his thirst for conflict blinded him to the consequence of his actions? I can't let this madness continue. Your day will come soon, Robel Akbel. Not bad. Things appear to be progressing to plan. I hope nothing has been forgotten. They will ruthlessly strike at any weakness in the fort's defense. But if we can strike a mortal blow in the meantime, I am willing to make sacrifices for the greater good. Ah, how reassuring. There is one for whom this must be done. Let's see if your bite is as furious as your bark. Ferocious. What are you doing laying around, brat? Oh. Don't you remember what day it is? That's right, the professor. He's leaving through the Windurst Waters Gate. It may be the last time you see him in one piece, so you better give him a proper send-off. Right. Please take the good dang doodly care of the kids while I'm a gonaroo. You've got nothing to worry about. That Ashido Marufido handled himself pretty well back there at the fort. Speak of the devil. Rest easy, we'll make a man out of him, you'll see. Oh, diddly. Now, Ashido, I'll be absentified for a time, so don't go making a noodling nuisance of yourself already, Reno. Ah, good to see you again. My duty take me to Jeuno, and I'd be most frankly thankful if you could keep an eye, Reno, on this troublemaker. There's a research effort in a pin-diddly progress to alleviate the food shortage caused by the war. Researchers from across Vanadil are gathering to offer their ding-doodly ideas. I've been personally invited to participate, Reno. I must do my bangingly best so that children like Ashido can grow up to be healthy and stronger. Don't you fret about Ashido Maroshido. By the time you return, I shall have become a represent war warlock. Resplendent. I'm sorry, I can only spare a couple of kittens to escort you to Jeuno, Professor. I'd prefer to have some more seasoned mercenary guide you on the trip, but His High and Mightiness, the War Warlock, isn't shy about requisitioning my troops. Most of my girls were just hustled off to reinforce Fort Karugo-Narugo. Mill. Ma'am? Yes, ma'am? You two are charged with seeing the professor safe to Jeuno. No side trips. No problems. Show some respect, will ya? Leave it to us, boss. Aha. I may look a little soft-diddly droopy around the middle, but I'm still an elite graduate of the Roastery. I'm not so hang-doodly helpless as all that. I must be off. Farewell, Reno. Windurst will be safe in our paws. I don't know about those kittens. They haven't even cut their teeth on an enemy yet. Maybe I should go with them. Don't be foolish. The professors just have to turn around and bring you home. This seems like a job for you, Alwyb. Could you chase them down and make sure they reach Jeuno safely? Once Till and Mill see the professor off, tell them to join the rest of our unit at Karugo-Narugo. Okay, dann muss ich weiter nach Zaramo Campaign. So, ich bin in Zaramo Campaign und ich muss hier bis ganz ans andere Ende. So, ich stehe jetzt hier da am Eingang von Jeuno. Allerdings ist es in der Vergangenheit keine betretbare Area, aber ich muss für mehrere Cutscenes einfach hier an diese Tür. Das ist einfach die erste Cutscene, wo ich an diese Tür muss. I already told you we brought the professor here from Windurst on official research business. The Duchy of Jeuno, ruled by Archduke Kambla Nord, lies beyond this point. I have orders to prevent entry to any unauthorized travelers. Do you have any papers that document the official business? Oh, you tagged along, did you? It looks like you're just in time to joinify us for the return tripperoo. You there. That's far enough. You must possess the proper identification before being permitted entry into Jeuno. Excuse me, coming through. Ah, I thought so. Professor Koru-Moru? You are Rasuzu. She's a bangingly beautiful as an angel Reno. I figured from your letter that you'd be arriving soon rather than later. And here I am. I would traversify 1,000 times the diddly distance to make your acquaintance. This is Team Beam personage, or is Professor Koru-Moru of the Windurst Orostery and an honored guest of our research effort. I apologize for the harsh treatment, Professor. Welcome to Jeuno. Yes, welcome. I'm so glad to see you arrive safely, Wavely. And you were the Professor's escort party? Well done, job well done. I am Professor Koru-Moru's girlfriend, colleague, Rasuzu. Nice to meet you. I must reintroduce you to the rest of the research team. Come along, Professor. This is where we partify ways. Keep your ting-tangly tails out of mischief. Sir? Yes, sir, Professor? That was uneventful. I think I'm suited to a riskier style of mission. You know, storm the enemy base, stealth and assassination, and that sort of thing. The fun stuff that the mercenary majors get to do. Something you can sink your claws into. How did it go again? You wanted to impress the prince of a foreign nation with your dazzling swordplay, enter into a forbidden romance, then become a wealthy princess, right? What about it? A girl can dream, can she? Oh, I say, can anyone help me? Anyone at all? Would you look at that? You don't see that kind of pretty Southdown. Neil, Alwyb, we've got to help him. Are you serious? Oh, I say, jolly good show. I was about to become afternoon tea for that beast. And what torture for fortune to be rescued by such enchanting maidens. Hey, you really should be more careful out here in the wilds, you know. Till, one handsome face and we've lost her? Speaking of which, what brings you about here all alone in the first place? I am actually part of a Zendorian reconnaissance party. To cut a long story short, we acquired one of those Yaguru 180 knot Equipus, and the feathered fiends were none too pleased. They chased us down, and in the ensuing chaos I was separated from my unit and had the Quipus stripped from me. I then had the misfortune to come across that creature. A tragic tale. A Quipus may contain vital information on troops movement and the like, and we were on our way back to Sandoria to have it deciphered. If I don't mind, we'd be happy to help you get it back. Oh, I say, that's jolly decent of you. Tihil, shouldn't we be getting back to Fort Karugu-Narugo? How can you say that? Do you mean to leave this delectable, distressed soldier to the whims of his fate? My instincts are telling me we are onto something big. And if this information is as important as I think it is, we could be looking at instant promotion to mercenary captains. What, really? We won't just have our hides skinned by the boss for defying orders? Assuming we manage to salvage this Quipus of yours, would you be willing to share the deciphered information? Of a certain, there is no reason why this information should not be disclosed to our courageous allies. Your generous and noble works have impressed and captivated me, fair lady. Oh, stop now. Well then, time to get to work. Mil, Alwyb, let's split up and find this 180 nautic Kipu. We'll rendezvous at this gate.